G'day guys and gals, and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4's Best Mods. I'm sorry for those of you who have been waiting for the next video, but sometimes life gets in the way and finding time to record can be tricky. Either way, we're here now with another episode, and later this week I should have a few more Fallout 4 mod videos to nicely wrap up the series. Now, I know I said this was going to be a 5-part series, but I just can't get enough on modding this game, and as I mentioned over on Facebook, for those of you who follow me, I was sick of my settlers simply being known as Settler. So I went looking for a way to fix it. And that's when I found unique NPCs. Does a little more than just rename them, but it does it well. So without further ado, let's get into it. But first, don't make any funeral arrangements, because there's one more mod I want to show you. And that is Death Penalty, an immersive death mod by Ultimate Coffee. You know how in other games when you die, and instead of just going back to your last load save, the game has some way of actually dealing with death in-game? Sometimes you respawn, other times you're revivable. Well, with this mod, instead of just dying and having to load an old save, you go back to the last bed you slept in. You can, if you wish, make it a punishing experience by reducing some of your special stats temporarily, or making it so that your maximum health is lower than normal until you earn a certain amount of experience. Or, mimicking games like Grand Theft Auto, losing a certain amount of your caps on death. And I don't think those are retrievable. Not much more to say about it. If you want an immersive way to die, then this mod has you covered. Now that we've got immersive death out of the way, how about we make those NPCs a little more diverse? Have the NPCs in the game just seemed that little too boring to you, but you can't quite put your finger on it? It feels different from Bethesda games. There's more voices, there's more faces, there is more uniqueness, but something's just not quite right. And when it dawns on you, you'll realize that every single NPC looks the same. Silhouette-wise, shape-wise, they are the same. Now, I initially looked to only download a mod to stop my settlers being known as Settler. And since the old mod Don't Call Me Settler has been removed by the mod author due to a game-breaking bug, I had to go searching. And my searching ambitiously led me to download Unique NPCs by Thirdstorm. Now, what this mod does for NPCs has to be seen to be believed. But first, we require both CALIENTES Beautiful Bodies Enhancer and BODYSLIDE and Outfit Studio, both by Caliente and Osnius. So let's pop on over to those and get those downloaded. Now for CALIENTES Beautiful Bodies Enhancer, or CBBE for short, I'm going to have to do a little bit of censoring because this one includes nudity. The mod comes in 4 variations, those being Slim, Curvy, Vanilla, and Never Nude. And under the Files section, we also have the option to add dismemberment. I've gone for the dismemberment option because why not? And for this, I believe we do need to download the main file and then follow up with the optional file here. So, for those of you who don't know, what CBBE does, same as it does for every other game that it's been in, is replaces the female body meshes with something a little more nicer to look at. Something like this. Ooh boy, gotta censor that one. And, that. I think I can get away with a butt, can't I? And this is the thin, and this is the curvy. Definitely with some censorship on screen right now, that's bloody for sure. So that's what this mod does. I've never seen them as a requirement, but they're needed for unique NPCs, and boy oh boy do I want unique NPCs, and you'll see why soon. Now, as well as CBBE, we also need, by the same authors, BODYSLIDE and Outfit Studio. Now, this one... not actually 100% sure that this is even something you can use in-game. I think it is entirely a out-of-game tool to allow you to adjust costumes and body sliders. It's how you make a thin person or a fat person. It adjusts body sliders. And this allows you to do it to the clothing as well. So if you have something that isn't quite fitting, you can load it up in BODYSLIDE and adjust it so that it fits and doesn't clip through you. As I said, I haven't really looked too much into BODYSLIDE. There are tutorials of it online, so go give those a look if you are interested in what BODYSLIDE is capable of doing. But for now, we just need to install it so that we can use unique NPCs. So, moving on to unique NPCs. There are also 4 other mods that you can decide to add if you want to. They're not a requirement, and I've decided to skip all of them. I am a fan of Valkyria Female Face and Body Textures by Fuse00. However, I believe I read there was some kind of conflict with one of the mods I previously installed. So, I don't want to risk it, and it's not a huge requirement for me. You can also install the Eyes of Beauty Fallout Edition, Appealing Moles, and Kerr's Freckles. None of which I saw as a 100% required mod, so I have skipped all of them. But that's not to say you can't install them and see them on NPCs in the Commonwealth. Now's where things get a little crazy. The sheer number of mods wrapped up into this cozy little package is ridiculous. You ready? I don't think you are, because here we go. This mod includes faces from the following mods: lots more settlers and enemies, varied gunner mercenaries, varied raiders, varied Diamond City guards, orphans of the Commonwealth, more children, and a Nice Oaks diverse children. Now, these faces are only sampled from these mods. These mods are not actually installed, so it is only the NPCs that Unique NPCs edits that will have these additions. However, as far as I'm aware, that is most NPCs in the game. Additionally, we have Companion NPC's Face Replacer all-in-one, FOFW Redux, Piper is Piping Hot, and Fusion City Rising Quest Mod Plus. And once again, all of these mods were just used as reference. These aren't actually installed. If you still want to play Fusion City Rising Quest Mod, which I recommend, you have to go and download that mod yourself. And never fear, your companions aren't being touched by the Companions and NPC Face Replacer. Now, we also have hairs. Now, in this one specifically, these are being added, so you can remove these from your load order if you have them installed. They are lots more facial hair, lots more male hairstyles, lots more female hairstyles, and WX face paints and dirt. Now, once again, these 4 mods are actually being installed to the point that if you have these in your load order, you can remove them, and probably should. And lastly, it also grabs some skins. Now, when I say some, I mean a little more than just some. Takes reference from Pride of Valhalla, HD skin set, Red's Reworks, Body Ink, Male Unique Player Tattoo, Synth Ink, Biomechanical Tattoos, Vex's CBBE Tattoos, Yakuza Tattoos, Female CBBE version, Distracted Tats, Freckled Body Tattoos, Dealer CBBE, Dirt Tattoos, XLs, Tattoos, Mystic Tattoo Body, Nuclear Nude, Not Good, Not Evil, Body Tattoos, CBBE. You can see a pattern here. There's a lot of tattoo mods and skin retexture mods, just to add a veritable butt-ton of variety to the NPCs in this game. Now, with all these mods, you may be thinking to yourself, what the hell are my NPCs going to look like? Well, let's jump on in and have a look, shall we? We are here at Ground Zero, where it appears hundreds of lifeless settlers have congregated for some unknown gathering. There doesn't appear to be any uniformity in their attire, making it impossible to ascertain what form of group gathering this is. Sir, can we have a moment of your time? Norman? No? Okay, what about you? Ulrich? No? But enough of that. As you can see, Unique NPCs gives a rather unique visual to all of our people, and like the only reason I initially wanted to install a mod like this was to change their names. So we have of course, that just happens to be the one that I come to first. We have Richard here. Behind him we got Brian, we got Chappie, a bit of Clark. Clark's looking a little worse for wear. I mean, here we can see that it's duplicated the same outfit for like 3 different people right beside each other. But look at their faces. Look how different they are. So crazy. But yeah, so it's made everyone quite different. And these are just the settlers. Like, raiders look different, and the Brotherhood of Steel look different. And my god, that guy is jacked and wearing furry pants for some reason. And a fishing hat. We even have a peace-loving gunner Assaultron invader. I'm assuming that they can be settlers or something. I don't know if the mod added this or if this is in the game initially. I haven't really had incredibly large settlements. This is definitely the most NPCs I've had in one area before. It is lagging me a little bit. But as you can see, we have a bunch of different names, a bunch of different settlers, and they will all come equipped with different guns as well. He has an Anarchy tattoo on his shoulder. Ah, and Dr. Cthulhu, who could forget? So if you want your NPCs to look completely different from one another, then I feel this mod has your back. And if you're at all interested in how I actually spawned, I think this is about 200 people here, the way you do it is this. I'll just come over to an area that doesn't have quite so many people, just to clear up the lag a little bit. Now the way you do it is you want to hop into your console, and if you see down here, you type in TAI to turn off the AI, and you type in TCAI to turn off combat AI, meaning if I shoot those guys, they will still just stand there and not do anything about it. But to actually spawn them, what you want is you want to type in spawn space 000-20593 space and then a number. Now if I was to type in the number 1, I would get a single settler spawn. Here we have SCO. And if I was to do the same thing and type in 2, we would have 2 people spawn in. Very simple, you get to see exactly what kind of people you can have in your settlements, and now let's see if we can break my game and spawn in 200 people. As you see, it's a little laggy, but it is a very stable console command, because I mean, I have 200 people over there, 3 there, and another 200 spawning in here, and my game hasn't crashed yet. Definitely laggy, but still working. Back to you. So if unique NPCs is something interesting to you, it's fairly easy to install. I have checked and it is actually rather compatible with the mods that we have currently gone through in the series. To install this mod and have it working like a charm, all you need to do is, for a start, download the main file, and we also probably want this hotfix to go with it. Now, if you've downloaded these two, you will not have any textures yet. What you need to do is assess your computer and figure out which one you want to use. There are 6 options in total. I'm currently using the 2K unique options because it works fairly well with a lot of the other 2K mods that I have installed in my game. And then there is a long host of optional files here, and this is where compatibility can become an issue depending on some of the mods you have installed. So I have Better Settlers installed, more to the point I have Better Settlers 2.0 installed, so I needed to install this patch as well. So once you've got the mod installed and you have all your patches, the game should be running rather well, with unique NPCs all over the shop, with unique appearances, unique names, and uniqueness. Later in the week, I'll be letting you know how to fix a fairly common bug with this mod, and revealing my load order and some tools you can use to get a better running Fallout 4. Or if you're watching this video a little later on, they're probably already out, so go give them a look. If you found this video useful or informative, leave a like and share this video with anyone you know who wants a little more flavor in their NPCs. And if you ran into any issues or fun scenarios due to this mod, let us know in the comment section below. My Fallout 4 playthrough utilizing all of the mods from this series is soon to begin, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. And guys, as always, take care.